Welcome back, Perfect Poetry peeps. My name's Filet Mignon and this is Medium Rare Poetry. Now, I've mentioned before that I live in Queensland, Australia. And Queensland is known as the Sunshine State, where every day is beautiful and perfect the next. When it comes to winter, we generally have that on a Wednesday. And it's springtime now, and this last winter was living up to its normal standard. But in 2022, we had the coldest winter on record. In fact, it was so cold, communication was almost impossible. You'd try to speak to somebody and the words would freeze as they came out of your mouth, and you had to break them off and pass them to the person you were trying to converse with. Shocking. Anyway, this poem, Goosebump Alert, reflects what we had to go through. I hope you enjoy it.
Goosebump Alert by Filet Mignon. Winter came in 22 and records fell, by gum. Although it's just a memory, I've no feeling in my bum. Weather channels kindly did prepare us for some hurt when they declared with urgency, severe goosebump alert. With climate change, the earth had moved, its bearings had worked looser, and so the South Pole was displaced and settled east of Noosa. Winter time in Queensland passes by in just one day, but this new threat appeared as if it was prepared to stay. Now Melbourne folk escape their lot and move up north in throngs, but now they found they had to wear thick socks jammed in their thongs. The surfers on their Malibus were taken by surprise. Their waves had turned to icebergs and were stuck like frozen fries. The local nudist colonies were sure caught unawares. Their only warm protection was from knitted pubic hairs. Their normal healthy suntans took on ugly kinds of hues, like wicked shades of purple and some post-pubescent blues. And even in the outback, they had not escaped the frost. There's danger for the fauna, or the cold meant they were lost. Avid, nerdy scientists could not disguise their smiles as they described new species, cryogenic crocodiles. The greedy recent governments forgot their voters' needs and sold our gas resources to their buddies overseas. Our solar panels shattered and the turbines in wind farms could not produce a single watt with ice block-laden arms. For years I had been fossicking around the desert tracks to make a modest fortune using basic mining hacks. And then one day, while digging in the dirt near Roxby Downs, a lump of pure uranium was on my shovel found. The rock was fairly humming and it radiated heat. I took it home to hide it in my basement cave beneath. And so the goosebump winter tried to infiltrate our homes, and all my neighbours shivered just like Arctic garden gnomes. Some enterprising businessman amassed a new consortium to warm some paying customers at the local crematorium. The grid collapsed in rubble as the cables couldn't cope. With snow and jagged icicles, at best there was no hope. But in my home I sweltered with a self-sustaining warm, provided by uranium. A heatwave was the norm. And being very neighbourly, I gave my mates a shout. We sat in chummy comfort as we watched our teeth fall out. Well, compromise is common when one needs to stay alive. Some radiation blisters meant that we would all survive. And then a wayward comet came and knocked us into shape. The South Pole relocated. We reclaimed the Sunshine State. The surfers started surfing and the nudes began to whiff. A thaw was now approaching, although some remain quite stiff. The toll was devastating and rejoicing crowds were poor. My glowing tribe of neighbours were politely shown the door. All life returned to normal when my bottle bore a genie. My online shop successful, selling goosebump pubic beanies.
Well, for all my international viewers, I've put some notes in the description below on some of the terms that are used within this poem to make things a little bit easier to understand. Anyway, that's it for today, and I hope you like the poem. If you do, or even if you don't, please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And please like and share with your friends, and we can all grow together. And have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.